Okay, so now as a user of Canvas, as a teacher or administrator, one thing that you guys are going to be spending a lot of your time on is probably building out content and building items into your class so that it's a useful platform for your students. When they go in there, they know what they need to do, they know what assignments they have, and they can submit those assignments and just use the system for activity, right? And so I want to show you how easy it is to build that out. And so let's jump into an assignment because you'll probably have some assignments and homework built into your class so that then students can access these items and just submit the assignments. So we'll jump into here. I'm in my assignments tab now. I've got some different assignment groups. So I've got assignments, I've got group discussions, I've got tests, I've got quizzes. And so you can edit, you can customize these groups if you want to have different groupings for your assignments within your class, or you don't have to. You can just have one group. It's kind of beneficial if you do have different groups because then you can weight those groups differently for your final grade. So maybe you just even want to, even if you wanted to have assignments and extra credit, that way you can kind of add those in there. Probably important to point out that assignments in Canvas are kind of a generic term. So when I say assignment, it's kind of meaning anything that's graded within Canvas. So a quiz could fall into this assignments, or a test could fall into this assignments screen. And so this is just going to show the students that these are the things they need to be turning in within this class. I can add assignment groups and kind of adjust if I want to kind of shake things up. I can move any of these assignments by drag and drop if I want to have a group show up before another one, or reorganize, reorder those. I can just drag and drop them around. And then coming over here, if I want to add an assignment, let's say just in this normal assignments homework, I want to add an assignment. All I do is click on this little plus button here, and we'll add that in. And then I can give it a name. Writing 101. We'll say that it's due next week, which Canvas is showing is Thursday, October 17th, and it's going to be worth 10 points. I'll update and we'll go in and I'll show you how to build out some of the content for this assignment now. So now that we're in here, I'm given this rich content editor, is what we like to call it here at Canvas. It's a WYSIWYG editor. What you see is what you get. You're going to become very familiar with this as you build content in Canvas. Here we are building an assignment. When you build out your home page for your class, you'll have a page similar to this. When you create a quiz, when you create an announcement, when you create a discussion, all over in Canvas you can use all of these cool tools that I'm going to show you. So it's not kind of a one place we insert all these cool tools, but you're going to be able to use it time and time again throughout the system. So what can I do? You're probably asking, all right, I've got this rich content editor, what can I do? What's so cool about it? What makes it rich, right? Well, I've got some basic tools here, just basic typing tools. I can tell the students, please read. And then on this right-hand side, I've got links to all the other content, all the other pages, all the other assignments in this class. And I can just link right over to that. So here I've got all my wiki pages. Maybe you really use wiki pages for your class. You've got different wiki pages for assignments, or different wiki pages for chapters and sections, or however you kind of want to have that set up. You can just link in these wiki pages. So now I want to have my students read this Chapter 1 Papers wiki page. It's going to give them some good information on what they need to do for the rest of this assignment. And then I can just enter down. I can link in as many of these as I want, and that's a live link. So a student would click on that and it will take them right into that wiki page. I've also got links to all of my files within this class. So I can link in any of those files. Let's see, this was one of the files that we just brought in. So was this math homework file. This is a Word document. Canvas is really cool, and works really well with all kinds of file formats, file types. So you don't have to worry if I bring in a Word document into Canvas for my students. Let's say I may have a student accessing this assignment at home. Will they be able to see that assignment? Will they be able to see that document? And the answer is yes, and I'll show you what that looks like when we save this. And so I can pull over any of these files. I can also upload a new file right here without going back to my files page, pulling it in, and then coming back in here. I can also upload any images. Maybe I want to put a picture or something in here. I can just upload that. Or if I've already uploaded some, I can pull those over. And then I can also search Flickr Creative Commons for some different pictures that I might want to add. So from here, let's say we're doing this writing assignment. I want to plug in some kind of a picture of somebody writing. Boom, there it is. I'll pull that in. We can size that. I can also kind of adjust the layout and put it in the center there if I want to. So now that I've got this picture in there from Flickr Creative Commons, that I don't have to worry about copyright issues or anything like that for my class. So boom, there's our picture. Now let's take a look at some of these other tools up here. We've got this Pi button that will take you to our math equation editor. So if you're a math teacher, or for any of your math teachers, they can come in here and they can create a math equation right here and insert that. You can also cut and paste LaTeX equations into here. You can type LaTeX if you know it and build out those equations that way. And so we'll insert that. Doesn't go really well here with this writing class, but for purposes of showing you some of these cool tools and options that are available to you. I've also got this Leaf, which is a Khan Academy app. I've got this BrainPop app. I've got this V with more apps that I've brought over into this class. Apps are something that Canvas does very well. We've got a website, eduapps.org, that actually has a list of a bunch of different apps that you guys can pull over into your classes or into your school account. And so I can pull these in, and then I can use this right in Canvas. And it's really cool because we totally understand that you guys as a school, as an institution, are probably using other technologies, other resources out there. And we don't want to be so bold to say, well, once you sign up with Canvas, you're no longer going to need to use XYZ tool. What we'd rather do is be a platform that allows you to pull in those other resources into Canvas and make it super seamless for your students. So then they say, I know I need to go to Canvas, and then in Canvas I may watch a BrainPop video, or I may watch a YouTube video or something like that. So now let me show you how easy these apps are to use. So if we want to bring in a YouTube video, all I do is click on this YouTube app. We'll open up a window right here. I can search creative writing and say, okay, this is the one I was looking for, how to be creative with your writing, and I want to just embed that video. So now that video is embedded into Canvas for me. My students, when they access that, they will watch this video right in Canvas. They won't have to open up into YouTube and then be lost for hours doing things in YouTube. Another example of kind of these apps and how they would work. If I wanted to put in a TED Ed video, I could just search for something, or maybe I want to do how simple ideas lead to scientific somethings. Okay, we'll just embed that. Which is pulling that YouTube video right from there as well. But that way you can access any of that TED Ed content or things and plug those right into Canvas. As I mentioned earlier, these apps, as an individual teacher, you can pull in an app into your class, and then as an administrator, you can pull in any of these apps at the account or the school level, so that then all of your teachers would have access to those. So that way, if maybe there's some app that everybody would utilize or most people are going to utilize, you can just pull it in and everyone would have access to that. So that's kind of how some of these apps work here. And then the last thing that I want to point out with this rich content editor is this film strip icon, which allows you as the builder of content to spin up your own webcam and record media. And it's super simple to do that. So I can record or upload media right from here. If I want to upload media, there's this upload tab. I could select an audio file or a video file. Maybe you've already got some videos that you've recorded and created and they're just saved into a folder where you can upload those and put them into Canvas. Or if you're just kind of doing something on the fly, I can pull this up and just spin up my webcam right here. Now this allows me to really quickly just record some media. So now I can say, one click to start. Hi students, don't forget that with this chapter 13 assignment, you do need to take the practice quiz before, and it'll make more sense when you're kind of done with it, but just take that advice, okay? Good luck, and I look forward to reading what you have to say. One click to stop, and then we'll save this. And now I've just really quickly embedded this video that we just built, just created right here into Canvas. If any of you teachers are shy or you don't want to do video, you can always just switch and do voice comments here, and then they'll just have those voice comments for you as well. So now that I've built out some content, and I'll show you what that looks like, we'll just save this assignment here. Click Update. And then now my students would see I've got this link to this wiki page. So please read this wiki page. I've got my Word document here. I can preview, as we mentioned earlier, I can preview this document right in here, so I don't have to have Word on this computer. I can just view it right here in Canvas. Kind of scrolling down from there, I've got my picture, I've got my math equation in here, I've got my YouTube video that I can play, so I can pull up and play this YouTube video. I've got this TED Ed video, which was a YouTube video as well, and I can play that right into Canvas. And then I also have the video that we've just recorded. Let's see. Oh, yep. And so right there I can just play that video. The students would be able to play that video. With any of the media that you build or pull in through this film strip icon, with the rich content editor, when you're recording your own videos, Canvas does something really cool on the back end. It's kind of formatting that video into several file formats so that then your students, maybe you've got a student that's going to be viewing it on their iPad or their iPhone at home. Well, what they can do is they're going to be able to still view that video. So they're going to be seeing that video, they could watch that video. Even though I had to utilize Flash here on my Mac, students will be able to still watch that video. There's not going to be any of those issues or anything like that for them. And so that's important to you as you're building things out, that you just don't have to worry, because Canvas will automatically play it back in the best file format for them, okay? So that's kind of building out an assignment, building content in Canvas. And as I mentioned earlier, the tools and the things that we used here to build out this assignment are available to you all over throughout Canvas. So if you want to build a quiz and you just want to maybe utilize video, well, you can do that with Canvas. I want to show a couple of other options where we are in an assignment.